Hi everyone and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Thursday the 28th of March 2019. It's a pleasure to be with you today. I'm using the amazing Hermetic Tarot. I really love this deck. It's packed to the brim with esoteric symbols and meaning. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and tune into the energy of Thursday the 28th and ask my guides for help in doing this reading. And then I will pull 3 cards, and that will allow the tarot to give a very specific and detailed answer as to what the energy is like and how we can use it to our advantage. So these readings are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. If you like the video, please share online. I'd be ever so grateful. And let's have a look at what's coming up. I love the just drama of this. The prince of the chariots of the winds, the daughter of the flaming sword. It's very dramatic. I love it. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, but the King of Swords is also kind of blended in with the chariot. And then we've got a little creepy pentacle baby down here. Love it. Then we have the Five of Pentacles, which usually means rejection and hardship. King of Swords usually means being triumphant in your thinking and outsmarting anybody and really being a genius and innovative and having access to all earthly knowledge and learning, teaching. Finally, Fortitude, which is the Strength card in the Major Arcana. Daughter of the Flaming Sword. We have the North Node here. The North Node in astrology is often your life purpose, what you're striving towards, and people achieve that often in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and sometimes even their 60s. And it's because you need strength to get there. You need strength to achieve your life purpose. If it was easy, we could all just snap our fingers and be done at 15 and move on. So let's see what this means. The King of Swords has triumphed over his thinking, and that's why the physical world is represented as these little gremlin babies, which is so cute, actually. I love these. So he's just rolling over them because the physical world does not matter to him anymore. He's realized that he manifests what he thinks about. So he manifests great relationships because he knows he's lovable and he's amazing and he's got loads to offer. That's why wonderful people come into his life and he has fabulous relationships. He also realizes that he's really intelligent and that when he works a job, he adds loads of value to that job and he's able to problem solve and figure things out that other people can't. And that's why he deserves a high salary. We've got Capricorn and 2 Aquarius signs. He works hard, and he works hard for the sake of humanity. He's of service and he's a humanitarian. We've got this sickle, and a sickle is it's not a sword meant to kill. A sickle is there to harvest. It's there to cut mistletoe from a tree or to harvest the grain. Then we have this background, King of Swords, and he has a pentacle on his forehead with the 1 point at the top and the 2 points at the bottom, and that represents spirit over the physical. Air, water, earth, fire. The King of Swords realizes that he's a spiritual being here on planet Earth, and that when he draws on his spiritual power, he can achieve anything, and he's absolutely free. He doesn't owe anything to any other power. So you have total freedom of thought. You're really able to overcome any physical problems in your life. Look at them as little baby gremlins, okay? If you're having problems with your credit card bills, or your boss is a tyrant, or your health is just awful today, you wake up with a headache and a sore throat and your legs hurt, Think positive thoughts. I had a recent confirmation of the mind-body connection. Oh my goodness. I had this lovely date with this guy, and we arranged to have dinner. And 2 hours before the dinner, he cancelled on me. And I wasn't devastated because I've only met him once, but I liked him, so I was a little bit hurt. And I woke up the next day, and for the first time in ages, I had a sore throat, and I had a really hard time getting out of bed, which I never have. So it just reconfirmed the mind-body connection to me. Because I was thinking in a negative way, I manifested negative things in my own body. So this is real. You triumph over the physical today. You're just full of positive thoughts and ideas. Thinking and communication is in the bag for you. You own that stuff. The Five of Pentacles is possible financial trouble, and the good thing, the Lord of Material Trouble. I love that. I'd like to see what he looks like. He's probably also a little horrible gremlin baby. So, because you're the King of Swords, you can deal with the Lord of Material Trouble because you realize that the material is nothing. It's nothing to someone who's a spiritual being who forms and molds the physical, the material, and is master of the material. Taurus, Earth, Mercury, communication planet, the communication planet and your ability to master the material world makes this card really irrelevant. And we can turn it around because you're not going to experience material problems. If you are, you're going to be able to solve them very, very easily because of the power and the strength of your thoughts. And then finally, we do have Fortitude, which adds even more strength to your power that you already have. So in the middle here, we have credit card bill problems, a flat tire, we have holiday being cancelled, just annoying physical things, being kicked out of a church, your business manager ripping you off and stealing your pension and running away with it, being left at the altar by yourself. All of those nasty kind of practical experiences that you can have. There's the potential for something like that to happen today, but this is a warning. So this is an important and great reading because it's warning us that something negative could happen potentially. But what we need to remember and realize in the morning early, that we are the King of Swords and we have the fortitude to make our lives what it is and to flourish and blossom ourselves and to feel good and to achieve our soul mission and our purpose. But we have to keep a positive state of mind in place and we have to remember who we are. So when you remember that in the morning, maybe take 5 minutes or 10 minutes to just meditate and to remember who you are, to realize who you are. If you walk in nature and that's your way to connect, then do that. If it's reading scripture, then do that. The daughter of the flaming sword is really, really powerful, and she can handle the internal and external beasts. Lion being a beast here. So for instance, inner doubt, I'm not strong enough to do this. I'm afraid of doing it. Or the boss is gonna have my head for not complying. Inner problems, outer problems. This warrior goddess here, this daughter of the flaming sword, she can handle whatever you throw at her. She's tough. She's a tough cookie, and regardless of what you throw at her, she's got fire coming out of this cup. So her cup is overflowing with passion and her own desire and her own vision of what life ought to be like, and the way she wants to blossom and flourish, and the way she wants to achieve her true purpose. So these two give you all the power that you need to handle anything that's thrown at you today. You have a crystal clear vision of who you are, Mercury. You have a crystal clear vision of what your physical circumstances are, Taurus. And you have the infinite ability to handle any sort of difficulties, whether they are external or internal. So we need the Lord of solving material trouble today. Or I would say that the prince and the lord and the daughter combined turn into the lord of overcoming and transcending material trouble. And that's the recipe for today. And the main thing is to remember who you really are and how invincible you are. And that you have a right to your own fire, to your own view of what life is. And, you know, the problems are going to keep coming. It's what you do fundamentally, despite those problems, and the path that you take towards your end goal, your final destination, where you're trying to get to. Because things are always going to be thrown at you, and you can handle those so easily today that you'll laugh at them. So it's so simple. I can deal with this like this without even flinching. It takes me the effort of making myself a cup of tea dealing with this problem. It is just so easy, and it's a cute little gremlin to me. I can take care of anything. So good for you. You have a wonderful Thursday. In terms of the numbers, we've got 8 and 1 is 9, and 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5, and 5 is freedom. So you have freedom from the material troubles of this world, and you're able to rise above them and really be happy and be free. Have a great day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. I use tarot, astrology, and numerology in my readings. I can tell you what your vocational aptitudes are, what your life purpose is, whether you're warm or getting colder, whether your vocational talents and your life purpose are one and the same, or whether they're different, what's destined for you in certain areas of your life, even though you do have free will. Astrology sits between what is written, the fate of your experience, and your free will. Astrology is right in the middle. So it can look at what's destined for you in love and money and romance and all those things, and what you can choose to do about that writtenness, that destiny. And you can alter your fate. You're the master of your fate. So if you would like an overview of what's happening, or where the best place is for you to live, where you'll be naturally most successful, or you have any questions, no matter how obscure, I can answer those for you. Just get in touch via my website, gregoryscott.com. Audio reading there. If you like these videos, please do remember to subscribe to the channel and to share the videos online. And I'll speak to you tomorrow.